So, the 2026 Cadillac Lyriq. On paper, it's got everything. Sleek styling, luxury vibes, a massive 33-inch curved display, Super Cruise, and in the Lyriq-V, enough power to outrun a Mustang GT. You'd think Cadillac had cracked the code and built the perfect EV, right? Well, not quite. Let's get one thing straight up front. I actually really like this car, but that doesn't mean it's flawless. In fact, the Lyriq has a whole list of quirks, compromises, and wait, what were they thinking design choices? So today we're diving into everything wrong with the 2026 Lyriq and why, despite it all, I still kinda want one. Let's start with the obvious one, charging. Yes, the Lyriq uses GM's Ultium platform, a next-gen EV architecture built around modular battery packs and flexible drive units. Yes, it supports DC fast charging up to 190 kilowatts, but in the real world, unless you live near a reliable high-speed charging station, which is still hit or miss, you're at the mercy of third-party networks. No Tesla superchargers for you, at least not yet. GM has been dragging its feet in the transition to the NACS plug, so for now you'll still need an adapter just to access superchargers. And road tripping in a Lyriq still means downloading 6 apps and praying that one of them works, all while waiting around 41 minutes to charge from a low state of charge to 80%, which isn't exactly quick by today's standards. Oh, and let's not forget the infamous automatic charge port door. Earlier versions would pop open with a loud boing and a clunky jerky motion that felt more toy than tech. Thankfully, Cadillac recently fixed the mechanism. Now it finally opens quietly and smoothly, like it always should have. And while we're on the subject of frustration, let's talk about the infotainment system. That massive 33-inch curved display, visually stunning. It wraps around the driver like a digital command center straight out of a sci-fi movie. But once you start using it, things get a little less magical. The user interface isn't always intuitive, with key functions buried behind multiple layers of menus. Want to turn the headlights on or off? That's now done through a touchscreen menu inside the instrument cluster. Yes, really. Some owners have also reported lag, unresponsive touch inputs, or random glitches. It's gorgeous, but sometimes beauty comes at the cost of common sense. Then there's visibility. The sloping roofline may look sleek and modern, but the rear window, it's tiny. If you're coming from a traditional SUV, the Lyriq's rearward view feels more like peeking through a mail slot. Thankfully, Cadillac includes a digital rearview mirror to help, but it's still a clear case of style winning out over practicality. Speaking of style over function, we need to talk about the cargo area. It's fine, usable, but definitely not class-leading. You'll have room for groceries, suitcases, and maybe some gear, but if you're planning to haul a stroller, a cooler, and sports gear all at once, you'll need to get creative. And if you're hoping for a frunk, nope. The Lyriq offers what Cadillac calls a funk. Basically, a decorative panel hiding components and wires. No storage up front, just vibes and branding. And then there's the weight, especially in the Lyriq-V. This thing tips the scales at nearly 6,000 pounds. That's full-size truck territory. Sure, the instant torque masks it in a straight line. 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds is no joke, but hit a corner too hot and you'll remember this is still a heavy luxury SUV. Let's not ignore pricing either. The base Lyriq starts at around $58,000, which is solid, but once you step up to the sports trim or, heaven help your wallet, the Lyriq-V, you're looking at $80,000 to $90,000 depending on options. That's Mercedes EQE SUV or BMW iX money. And while Cadillac is closing the gap, it's still got something to prove at that level. So yeah, it's not perfect, but here's the twist. Even with those flaws, I still want one. And here's why. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps us bring you honest, in-depth reviews like this one. Alright, let's kick things off with the part that surprised me the most. Performance. Let's be honest, nobody expected Cadillac to go full lunatic with an EV. Yet, here we are. 615 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque, and a 0 to 60 time of around 3.1 seconds. That makes the Lyriq-V the quickest Cadillac ever made, and faster off the line than a Porsche 911 Carrera GTS, which is wild when you realize it also has a hatchback, a panoramic glass roof, seating for 5 in quilted leather comfort, and enough ambient lighting to make a nightclub jealous. all in a 6,000-pound luxury SUV. But it's not just fast in a straight line. Cadillac didn't cut corners with the hardware. The Lyriq-V rides on massive 22-inch wheels wrapped in sticky summer performance tires. And it stops hard thanks to a set of serious V-Series Brembo brakes. And when you press the little V button on the steering wheel, the whole car sharpens up. Throttle response gets quicker, the dampers stiffen, and the steering tightens. It's not a CTSV Blackwing on a racetrack, but it genuinely transforms the driving experience and makes this luxury SUV feel a whole lot more fun. And that interior, it's genuinely stunning. The overall design feels clean and modern, but still warm, not the cold minimalist style you get in some rivals. Materials are top-notch with real metal, open-pore wood, and soft-touch everything in all the right places. And then there's that 33-inch curved OLED display wrapping around the driver and stretching across the dash. It's sharp, responsive, and beautifully integrated. Every detail, from the knurled volume knob to the multicolor ambient lighting zones, screams premium without trying too hard. It's luxury with personality. Then there's Super Cruise. This isn't just Cadillac's version of autopilot, it's arguably better. It offers true hands-free highway driving on thousands of mapped roads, complete with automated lane changes, adaptive cruise control, and active lane centering. More importantly, it actually works without constantly nagging you or second-guessing itself. It's the kind of tech that makes long drives feel easier, not more stressful. And once you've used it, going back to basic cruise control feels downright prehistoric. And even if you're not springing for the V-Series, the standard Lyriq still rides like an absolute dream. It's whisper-quiet, buttery smooth, and absorbs bumps with the kind of grace you'd expect from a full-size luxury SUV. There's a softness to the suspension that feels deliberate, not floaty, but composed. It's refined in a way that makes many other EVs feel cold, clinical, or overly techy. Cadillac didn't just make it electric, they made it elegant. And let's be real, this thing looks good, especially in celestial metallic or opulent blue, paired with the available blacked-out trim, slim LED lighting, and that dynamic light show when you approach. The front end features a signature black crystal grille with illuminated pinstripes that shimmer as you unlock the car. Pure theater in a good way. The profile is sleek but balanced, with flush door handles and strong shoulders that give it presence without bulk. It doesn't scream EV with weird proportions or gimmicky design cues. It doesn't try to copy Tesla, and it's definitely not pretending to be a spaceship. It just looks cool, clean, confident, and undeniably upscale, like a Cadillac should. Stylish without trying too hard, and futuristic without looking like it's trying to time travel. Another big point in its favor, it genuinely feels like a bargain compared to its closest rivals. A fully loaded BMW iX can easily push past $110,000. A Tesla Model X, you're well into six-figure territory before you've even picked a paint color. But the Lyriq, even in high-performance V-Series trim, stays comfortably under the $100,000 mark. And it still delivers real luxury, refined materials, advanced tech, confident performance, and striking design. In a segment where premium often equals overpriced, the Lyriq stands out as smart money well spent. And maybe most importantly, the Lyriq feels like an underdog. It's not chasing the Germans, it's not obsessed with minimalism, it's not trying to reinvent the wheel or pretend it's a tech company in disguise. It's just doing Cadillac, but electric, and that gives it character. It has personality, it has presence. In a sea of tech-heavy crossovers that all kind of blend together, the Lyriq actually stands out for being unapologetically different. So sure, I can nitpick the rear visibility, the missing frunk, the overly ambitious infotainment, and the wait for NACS charging, but it has its quirks. But at the end of the day, I'd still drive one. Because when a car makes you feel something, even when it's not perfect, that's when you know it's worth it. The 2026 Cadillac Lyriq is proof that GM still knows how to surprise us. It's not the best EV ever built, but it might be one of the most interesting and the most memorable. So would you take this car over a Tesla or a BMW? Let me know down in the comments. And if you're into brutally honest car reviews with a little bit of personality, hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more coming.